All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, or just welcome to the first time on this channel, Black Magic Forkery, one of my favorite subreddits. And we'll start off with number 20. Is that a playing card? But I feel like what could be a good description of this? Oh, what? That's not actually. That can't actually be a. But how is it staying there? And how is the playing card? That can't really be a. That's got to be made out of metal and just look like a playing card. You can't do that's not actually possible. How is this not number one? But it's how did okay. The way this street musician plays Glasses of Water.
I play now Fragile Sound. For me, this is the best song for me. CD DVD number 69.
I have no idea what the best song. All right, he's playing the best song. Here we go. What is happening right now? How is he doing that? I don't. Okay. What? Just. How do you even tune it? Because when you move that cart, I assume maybe he has a lid for all the glasses, so he never has to take the water. But then there's going to be evaporation over time. How do you properly tune that? He must have to do it every single day. I assume he has a measuring cup, but still, that's got to be so precise and how do you... No, Mom. I don't need the piano. I don't want the guitar, not the violin. These glasses, all I need. Or maybe it's like, son, we can't afford all these instruments, but believe me, you're not going to understand now, but these glasses here, all the musical instrument you'll ever need. And the mom kind of was just saying it sarcastically, not thinking it would amount to much, and her son took it very literally. And now we're here. Beyond our... Dude, if you don't have a YouTube channel, this would be gold. Like, can you just imagine him doing covers of popular songs, but on glasses? You would kill this. You have such a future beyond the street. I hope you start a YouTube channel for this if you have not already, because this is just, like, it's next level. It really is. He's still going. It's just... There are very few times when I can see something in one of these videos that's just beyond the one-time cool and could be made really into like a serious career. That's one of them. That's wild. Hidden Ninja practicing water bending. Now when you say Hidden Ninja, do you mean weather, or are we about to cut to someone and they're gonna be like controlling something? Okay, it's the weather. I thought that there was gonna be someone like David Blaine standing right next to this, doing some sort of hand motion. That actually would have completed the clip though, if someone started standing next to it doing this, even though it's just like little dust devils kind of, but it's doing it to the water instead of there being any dust. That would have been a cool effect. There's a strong forkery at work here. Did the golf ball just hold? Wait a minute. Okay, it landed on the grass, right? That wasn't a skip across the... And then it... But then it went down the stairs, but then it went back up the stairs. How did it carry the momentum? I guess it had enough sideways momentum that was converted then into vertical when it hit an angled one, and it was able to actually get back up and bounce to the... Okay. I feel like I could use some more pixels, but that's... Man, can you imagine how relieved you would be? You wouldn't even believe it. You'd be like, that had to have been someone else's ball as the golfer that hit that shot. Like, mine went in the water. I don't know what you're talking about, that's not my ball. I appreciate that you guys are trying to help me, but I don't want to cheat. Like, mine went into the water, and then... Do they even get to see the camera replay in a golf tournament? I don't know. I just wouldn't even believe it if I were the golfer. Brewing potion. Dude, this is just what I do in Minecraft every now and again. This is when you add the glowstone in... after you've already done, you know, the netherrack with the water. This is just making it a more powerful, like a level 2 potion. This is a strength 2 pot. Previously it was a strength 1. You added in the glowstone. If you want to make it last long, you add in the redstone. But you know, you want that oomph. You just don't, you know, extra duration, not as big of a deal. Unless you got that invisibility, there's no real step up, so you make it longer. Reverse gravity water fountain. Oh, it's something to do with sound waves for sure on this one. Like, it's actually falling downwards, but what they have here is they've set the, I don't know, the frequency of the sound waves to be something like 31 hertz, so that the frame rate is, it's like when you have a car commercial and the wheels look like they're spinning backwards because of the frame rate. That's what's going on here. I bet you this would look different if it was just being witnessed in person. But when you look at it on camera, it looks all super crazy, like the water is traveling upwards. That's what I'm assuming. But I haven't seen this in person, so I couldn't say for sure. What is that stick? I don't know. What is the... What in the world is going on right now? What the heck? All right. Well, we were talking about frame rate tricks from cameras. I don't know about this one. I don't know what's... Is it like a floaty stick that's actually floating up the column of what? Maybe it's a combination of it's floaty. Obviously, it's floating because it's on the surface of the water to begin with. But maybe it's the combination of it floating plus the spinny thing. It stabilizes it such that it will actually float up the column. Or is it a hydrophobic, hydrophilic kind of situation? Like one side of the stick, one side of the spiral is coated in a hydrophobic solution and the other side is hydrophilic, and then it does that some... I don't know, dude. I'm trying to science it up here, but I really don't know. I'm sure the comments would explain it, but I prefer to keep you misinformed with my explanations because they're great, right? 12 black dots. There are 12 black dots at the intersections in this image. Your brain won't let you see them all at once. They're not at all the intersections, though. Like, it's at this one and this one and this one and this one. Then you move to the halfway point, and then it's on the bottom row as well. I was at first looking like, wait, at every intersection? No, that'd be a lot more than 12. Yeah, that's really obnoxious. I can't see. Optical illusions make me angry, but I can at least see them all when I look closely. It's just they kind of blend together. And then I also see kind of white squares in the middle of all of the gray, like these areas over here. And I know that's also an optical illusion, that if I took a paint sample in Photoshop, this would all these pixels would be the same color. But God, no, don't like it. Strandbeast Art using wind to provide locomotion. Huh. That's pretty cool. It's kind of creepy. What in the actual heck? All right, that's really creepy because it looks like a bunch of like grasshoppers walking on their hind legs or something like that. That's got to be such a crazy construction process. And can you imagine like messing up? The wind blows it away, or the gust is too strong and it just all falls apart. Just a bunch of toothpicks. Real life Hermes Conrad. I don't actually know what the reference is. Am I missing out on a game that everyone knows? Hermes Conrad, is that a character and something that I should be aware of? Well, maybe I'll find out when I click. Oh boy. I don't even understand how your legs can be that flexible. I've got a groin problem right now, so what the hell? How does it, like, does it even count at that point? Because part of him is obviously like touching the ground. And in limbo, you're not supposed to let other parts of your body other than your feet touch your ground, right? But at this point, is it just like, it's so impressive that the rules kind of go out the window a little bit? Like, it doesn't matter. Your back's allowed to touch the ground if you're somehow contorting to get under the bar this low. It's real life octopus. Octopus is actually the proper term. Octopi is okay, but octopus is correct, actually. I've had this conversation, watched videos on it. Anyway, but they can like squeeze through a super tiny, it's kind of like this. Probably the wrong comparison, but whatever. This regenerating ceiling. What? But is it actually like a ceiling, or is it just, it's like a thing of elastic? Elastic? What is it? And what's the use for it? Is it supposed to be for an awning that you can just do a bunch of cool magic tricks with or something like that, and then you're gonna let it go, or you're gonna cut it? Or, I mean, it's cool and all, but I'm just, I'm not sure why. Wait, what just happened? Oh, did he use a heat gun on the thing? I think he used a heat gun on the thing. I was like, what was going on there? Huh. Okay. So I guess when the leader in something... Cool. All right. Well, it's interesting. I guess it would make for a cool hammock that you can easily fix. That moment when you need to summon your stick. Does the stick just... But where did that... Was that up her sleeve? That must have been up her sleeve. And then, what the hell? I can just imagine them learning the dance move for this. Like, excuse me, but we were handpicked as like 12 or 13-year-olds to form this pop supergroup. When we were picked, we weren't told that we would have to learn how to do magic tricks. That wasn't part of the gig, okay? We were told we had to sing. We were told we had to dance. Never in the contract did it mention that we're going to have to be magicians, okay? And then the producers are like, sorry, this is part of the show. That's what's happening here. You're going to learn to be a magician. And then, you know, in seeing this clip, after it's all said and done, you're probably like, all right, no, that turned out pretty well. A solution we made in chemistry that changes color on perspective. It wasn't intended. Oops, didn't mean to follow the color-changing chemistry liquid instructions. Isn't this this is the solution that we've seen it here and in other subreddits. Does it keep... Oh, I thought you were gonna... Oh, that is pretty interesting. I thought it was going to be like one of the ones where you shake it, changes colors, you shake it, changes more colors, and then eventually it resets back when you leave it long enough. I feel like accidentally making a cool thing in chemistry, you got lucky. Because accidentally making something in chemistry can also mean you've accidentally made something that'll kill you. Like, oh shoot, we accidentally mixed two things that are now emitting a toxic gas that will knock us unconscious and kill us when we inhale it. Those happy little accidents, they happen to Bob Ross, and they also happen not very often to where it becomes a multi-billion-dollar invention. Antigravity Sculpture. That is actually a pretty cool-looking effect. Reminds me of those sculptures of the milk carton pouring milk into cereal, but the milk carton is suspended because the milk is actually solid. It's not a liquid. Just like that rope is actually solid and not just a rope, but it looks cool. Aluminum flip over top. Is it gonna be like, it can't go, oh, what the heck? That's actually the complete opposite of what I thought was gonna happen, but it doesn't disappoint me. All right, physics fun. And then eventually it's gonna fall over and it'll go back. Does it go back and stay? Okay, it stays down. It won't balance on it. It will balance on top. That's so weird. How did you do that? How the fork? All right, pool trick shots just always. I don't. Yeah, okay. I mean, the dude, you can tell, you only see his bottom half, but you can tell he's excited in this. This isn't just like, oh yeah, first try, I can casually knock this out anytime. He's been planning this trick for several weeks, and now he's been trying it for the last 12 hours, and it finally happened. So, damn though. What am I supposed to do with my eyes? Okay, what's about... Oh, yeah, this. Oh, God, I hate these so much. God dang it. It's worse when you're seeing it on a camera, because it's like, it's a little bit better when you can look at it in person, because then you can kind of grasp it with the 2-eye 3D perspective. But when it's on a 2D, on your computer screen, I hate it. And then there's the one with like the dragon crocodile looking thing, which I actually saw in person now. It's a lot less destructive to your brain. Like, it's okay, whereas this is, I just can't. Looks like time and space are warping in front of my eyes. I don't like it. Has anyone really seen a Russian die? I do not think that they hit. Oh, Jesus Christ, why are you doing that? That doesn't seem smart. And little do you know, after this, he actually had to go to the hospital to be treated for third-degree burns. In a vlog channel video that, with Nick Uhas on this liquid nitrogen thing, that some people have thrown liquid nitrogen in their face for videos, and what happens is that it's like it creates some kind of, do not try this at home, by the way, but supposedly due to the heat disparity between your skin and the liquid nitrogen, it actually creates this like super duper thin layer of barrier such that the liquid nitrogen doesn't actually come into contact with your face. Maybe there's like something where he dipped his hand in water and he goes in quickly enough that it creates some kind of steam barrier. If I had to recommend a course of action, just avoid the super hot and the super cold things making contact with your skin. That's the best way to go about your life. Anyway, that's about it for Black Magic Forkery. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you like, subscribe if you're not already, and that'll do it for now. Music in the outro on the Marin Music channel. I'll see you next time.